Hey everybody, this is Jennifer. I just wanted to do a video about how to handle returns or how I handle returns. Also about handling non-payment and a little bit about just about overall odd behavior you may receive from some people, because people are people and sometimes they act very strange. And how are you going to handle that when they do? The first item is a Juju faux leather coat. I think I took a best offer of $32 for this coat. It was great. I purchased it for $1. And when they received it, I have hassle-free returns. So they went in to do a return, and I received this email when they do that. But that's all I have to do. I do recommend doing the hassle-free returns because, people tend to be a lot less aggressive when they're going to do a return. Like, they don't feel like they have to prove it, and they don't feel like they're going to have an argument about it. They know that, that they feel comfortable that they can return the item. So they tend to be a lot less aggressive about it. That's what I've noticed, because I didn't have it for a long time, and it's much easier when you do. And it does not increase your returns. People are not buying things going, gee, I just can't wait to return this item. They don't want to return it to you. This is not why they're doing this. You know what I mean? So if they feel that they want to return the item, they would want to, regardless of whether or not you have hassle-free returns. Okay, so what this person wrote was, the jacket is so beautiful and exactly what I was looking for, but it really doesn't fit and is not comfortable. What can I do? And as soon as they put that in, they went, no problem, just return the item. What they do, if it's something like it doesn't fit, I do not pay return shipping. That's not my problem. It's nothing to do with what I put in the auction. I had the measurements, I had the right size, everything was exactly as it should be. It just didn't fit them. So they pay for return shipping and they get a refund of their full payment. Now, full payment means if you have free shipping, you're kind of out that original shipping cost. So just keep that in mind. Now, you can do a restocking fee if you want. I choose not to, because I don't want anything that's just going to rub people the wrong way. You know what I mean? There's just not enough returns where I'm taking such a hit that I'm like, oh, I want that $6. I'm going to keep that $6, even if it's going to aggravate my customer. No, it's to me, that's not worth it. So I do not do it. You can, but it's an option for you. Or do not do free shipping. You don't have to return the shipping if it doesn't fit, if you do not have free shipping, obviously. So you have a few options. So anyway, they return the item, you inspect it, I'm like, okay, it's perfect, and a full refund is given. I never had to talk to the people. I never had to do anything. It's so easy. The next item, it's the same thing. You're going to see there in this video, there's 3 returns. These are all the returns I had over the past 3 weeks. And this is a lot. This is what made me do this video. That's actually a lot of returns for me. So, it made me think about how to handle them. Same thing. I paid $1. It sold for $40. Then after I shipped it, a few days later, I get this email. There you go again. Same exact thing. He said, unfortunately, this jacket is just too snug fitting. Otherwise, a great looking item best. So he's perfectly happy. He just unfortunately didn't fit him. He paid for return shipping. I received and inspected the item and sent, click the button and I'm done. So this return in time cost me approximately, I would say, 1 minute to 2 minutes of opening his return, looking at the item and hitting a button. I don't have to talk. I don't have to go over things. It's all taken care of for me. So again, if you do not have hassle-free returns, I really recommend them. All right, the next item is a Ralph Lauren pair of pants. This is my fault, and I really want to talk about this. Sometimes things snowball in the wrong direction. Everything went wrong with this. It went out of the country. It went to a new buyer on eBay. She had 1 feedback. And why do I go, oh, 1 feedback? Because usually they tend to be a little bit more nervous. When there's a problem, they don't know what's going to happen. They don't know what to expect. They're really stressed out about it. So, some people choose not to even deal with new buyers on eBay. I it's fine. This rarely happens. You know what I mean? This is the first time it happened this year, and I can't even remember the last time it happened at all. So I made a mistake. It went out of the country and it went to a new buyer. I knew there was going to be a problem. And the mistake was when I clicked on sell item like this, so it transferred all the information. I looked at closed items. I looked at one that sold like this one. I hit sell item like this. And what it does, it transfers over the title, which was a great title. And I changed the inseam, but I didn't change the size. It was a size 2. So everything in the auction is correct. However, the title was not correct. Now, I noticed it before I packaged it. And right away, I wrote them. And basically, right up here explains what happened. There's an error in the title. All the other information is correct. Now, I have no way of knowing whether they were going by that title. Is that what they saw? Or were they going by the description? I don't know whether they wanted to or not. So I'm saying, please let me know, And then I apologized. And I said, please let me know as soon as possible. And I never heard from them. And now it's the next day. And I resend the email saying, I kind of have to ship this because I'm under a 24-hour shipment. I can't cancel it because I'm not hearing from them. I don't know what to do. So I kind of have to ship the item. So I resend it kind of saying, I kind of have to ship it. Just let me know. I hear nothing. Okay. So then I do ship the item. I'm going to have to eat it. I realize most likely this is going to be a return. So, but I still have to ship it because I don't want that ding from eBay saying, hey, you didn't ship this item in 24 hours. Okay. So, that's something you just have to deal with, the cost of doing business, whatever. I shipped it to Canada, but before I did, I made a whole note. I explained it again. I explained that I sent 2 emails. I explained it was wrong in the title. The description is correct. And underneath I put in a separate little segment, I said, hey, you're not responsible for this. If you have any problems, let me know. We'll make it right. They never got that far. They actually did not read the note till the end, just like a new buyer, freaked out. She went to do a return in my hassle-free returns, which is funny. And she wrote I said I shipped the item anyway, even though I know it was the wrong size. And I even stated it like I knew it was the wrong size, but I shipped it like I was doing it to hurt her. I shipped this item just to get her, and keep her money. And, I was like, wow, she didn't even get to the end of the note to read hey, you have nothing to worry about. So what did I do? Did I freak out and say, what's wrong with you? What, can't you read a note? No, I just refunded the entire amount to her. When someone is freaking out that bad, now I don't want this item back anyway in this case because I'm not paying $15 to have a $15 item shipped back to me. No, just keep it, But however, you have to stay calm. Don't get upset because they've kind of went off the wall. I gave them the full refund, but that's not all I did. I sent them a note because I want them to calm down. You know what I mean? But make sure if you're going to talk to them when they're in that state, send the refund first, because any conversation you have, they're going to think you are trying to keep their money. So make sure you send them the refund first. And then what I did is the first thing I said, please reread the note. You'll see that we said we'll refund the payment. You'll see that we said we'll make things right. We fully understand it's not your responsibility. And then at the end, be really nice. I said, I am sorry if it caused you any inconvenience. Please let me know if you have any further concerns or questions. Thank you for your patience, which is really funny. And I left it at that. Now, you may say, why are you putting the time into this note when you've already refunded the payment? Why? They can still leave you a negative feedback. Just keep that in mind. If you send them a full refund, if they're still unhappy about something, they're going to leave you a negative, and it's very hard to get them removed. So be nice. It's not worth it. They'll leave you a negative, and I can guarantee you, they won't be thinking about that negative next month, but you'll be living with that negative. For most of you that have lower feedback, you're going to be living with that for a year on your record. It's not worth it. Just your job is to defuse the situation, especially this situation, because in all honesty, this is my fault. I did it. She's new, she's freaking out, but I made the mistake. So, there you go. That's how I handle that. A lot of writing, a lot of sorries, and a lot of what else can I do for you goes on. All right, this is a non-payment. All right, how do you handle non-payments? Well, when somebody, in this case, this was an offer. So somebody sends you an offer and you accept it, and next thing you know, it's days later and they haven't paid. Now, when somebody makes an offer and they haven't paid, you have the option of sending them an invoice. I do not send them the invoice right away. On purpose, I hold it because it's a great way to remind someone without being a nudge. Like, pay me now, where's my payment? I don't like to do that right away. So if a day or two goes by and I still haven't received that payment, then I go and use that invoice option. And I send them an invoice saying, hey, that's my way of saying, hey, kind of benignly. Well, that didn't work. And it was a week later. And so a week later, I wrote them and I said, basically I was like, hey, it's been a week and we haven't received payment. And what I said was, is there anything we can do to help you? Or are you having a problem making a payment? Don't accuse them. So, hey, we accepted your offer and you haven't made a payment and, that's not fair. Don't do that. That's just going to aggravate them, and true, like, look what this person wrote. I'm very sorry, just out of the hospital today. We'll pay for item Wednesday. Well, what if that's the truth? It could be a lie, but what if it's the truth? You know what I mean? You're getting angry at them and they were hit by a truck. You know what I mean? So you don't want to do that. So try to be as nice as possible. This is what that person wrote to me in response. Now, mind you, it's a week already. Now they're saying it's going to be another 5 days. It's not a huge issue for me. Okay. All right. But unfortunately, Wednesday came and went. So how true is this? I don't know. Maybe they're back in the hospital. Who knows? So what happened is today I wrote them. I said, last week you emailed stating you wanted to make a payment on Wednesday, the 28th. We have not received payment yet. The process to cancel the auction will begin on Saturday, 2 weeks after the item was won. It's just letting them know this is how long we've waited. Please try to make payment before then. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to email. Thank you, Jennifer. Polite, right? Well, why am I doing this? Am I doing this to be nice to them? Partly, a little bit. But what I'm doing is I'm creating a trail of I'm trying to help this customer make a payment. Why? Because if they absolutely freak out when I do a non-paying bidder and they go to eBay and go blah, 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 because believe me, they can be completely irrational when they want to be. I can say, here's my trail of emails trying so desperately and nicely to get them to make a payment. Here you go. And you have all the evidence you need to say, I did the right thing over and over and over again. So, just be calm and just try to be nice. And if you're feeling like you want to attack somebody, walk away. Just walk away from the computer, go do something else, and then come back when you're a little bit calmer and you can handle it a little bit better. I mean, that's at least what I recommend. Okay, now here is the odd behavior. Believe me, I've had my fill of odd behavior from people, and this is just one example of them. I mean, I've had packages maybe be delayed during the holiday season a day or two where people be like, I'm getting my lawyer. I'm like, seriously? You're getting your lawyer because your package is delayed? That you think it's funny, but at the same time, like, this is really how people respond. So how are you going to respond to it? You can't change what they're doing, but how are you going to respond to them? So this is what I got in my email box. It was a question through eBay, and I open it up and it says, doing what is a violation against the law, with a bunch of question marks. I'm like, what? And I read it like 3 times and I'm thinking, I didn't look at the item yet. And I was like, oh no, I'm thinking, what did they not get something? And they think like I kept it from them, or do they think they have a bootleg? Cause honestly, I'm not an expert on everything. You know what I mean? Like, there's some, you worry about things slipping through that, may not be legitimate when you're picking up a thrift store. I try to be really careful. I don't sell pocketbooks very much or anything like that because I'm not very good at detecting bootleg. So most of my items aren't like things that are, easily bootlegged. But, think about paintings I have. I was just thinking all these things and I'm like, wow, what happened? And then I looked at the item and I'm like, what? This is an item that they didn't even purchase. And it's Levi's signature, the cheap Levi's basically made for Walmart, capri. And I'm like, what are they talking about? Like, it's kind of like a angry, cryptic message. I'm like, okay, now what are you going to do? Are you going to ignore that? Are you going to respond to that? Are you going to respond in the same way they did? I don't recommend any of those things. I do respond because this is a business and they are emailing you and you don't know why they're emailing you. But just be, just calm. And all I said was, I'm sorry, I don't understand this email. Please explain and I will get back to you ASAP. Thank you, Jennifer. And guess what? They never said another word. I still have no idea what they meant by doing what is a violation against the law about a pair of Levi Capri jeans that they didn't even purchase. So I'm just saying, like, if you get stuff like this, it happens a lot. People are, you don't know what medication they're taking. You don't know what's going on the other end. So don't take it personally and don't get angry or, don't be sarcastic. Sometimes you may want to be. But I just wanted to go over these few things, especially if you're new. You may not have encountered a lot of these things yet. And maybe it will help you down the line. I'm not sure. But I hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you next time.